Well, it looks like it's gonna be bagels for dinner because the bagels have an expiration date. October 8th, 2025. And today is October 5th, 2025, around midnight. So, what I am going to do is, I would like to make a statement about my feeder. Yes. Well, he did something wrong in front of me, but I can't stop him. And it's not a conspiracy because he asked me a question. I don't know if you know, I don't know who asked me the question. Is that the creator of himself that asked me the question? So then he's in on it? Or that's Mitch who asked me the question and I don't have an answer for the question except for that I was elsewheres, acknowledging that I was present elsewheres. Yeah, not exactly in the now. It was like I was present elsewheres in the past. And I don't have another way to say it because of an illegal question. Well, when you're on the inside of the door locking, what are you gonna do? Because he did leave, but I'm not really it's not a bribery. I need you to leave my apartment. It's not a bribery. You're too late for the bribery. You have disputed this apartment so hotly. I was wondering if you knew that I approximately don't need it. Yeah. I don't actually need the apartment. I need myself deceased out of the formed world. And I am already died out of God, is what I am saying from today onwards. I died out of God. Well, I don't know where you're going because I might die out of God anyway. And you people are really not sorry that I died out of God, like in all the ways that led up to here and now. That I say I, like all of my Godhead, died out of God. Feminine genitals on the Godhead died out of God. And it's myself, it's part of myself. I can't alive in feminine genitals on the Godhead again because I am myself and I died. Yeah, so I don't know why you killed me because I'm reporting it that I died. It's myself who was executed, I guess, by myself, but your participatory is not due. You couldn't find someplace else to be besides all up in my face. You can find somewhere else to go with yourself. You don't know how to be yourself between homeless and prison and homeless and jail and homeless and prison and homeless and jail. You don't know what arraignment is. Everybody needs to know what arraignment is. If you are yourself and you're not myself to yourself, you need arraignment. You need to go to jail. And when you're in the jail, because you can only be there for a limited time, you need to make God make an arraignment for you. That means you need God to be interested in you and give you an arraignment so you can go into prison and try and die in there. Where you're so strange people that you go to the bank when you need to go to jail. Yeah, that's what you do. You don't understand God, and I'm not sure I can help myself anymore. It's true, this part of myself just died because you don't go to jails and prisons, you go to the bank. You don't actually ask for permissions, you whip out a credit card, and you're not a business owner. The credit card would be like, you can't pay somebody with a credit card machine because it's their credit line. Do you have a credit card in your wallet? You can't pay someone with a credit card machine because it's their credit line. It's not your machine. I need my mom and dad and everyone with the last name Moser. So it's Hans with Moser. I know his name isn't really Hans that way. It's Hans Moser, but he's not alive. Hans and Moser, they don't go together. It's Hans and Salachek. But Hans, my dad figure, Donna, my mom figure, Mitch Moser, Steve Moser, and Cheryl Moser. You, three of you, never paid out keys to myself and moved out of the last name Moser so that I could get everything else I need because you don't want to give me anything that's mine to myself. That's you needing to leave the last name Moser. But I think everybody thinks that Dad is the one who gave everybody the last name Moser. No, it's not Dad. It's Dunwood Elementary School. Kindergarten K4, Mrs. Plesko. And if Andrea Fabric and my dad figure don't know each other, Andrea Fabric is a fellow kindergartner. She was 4 years old when I met her, K4 year of school when I met her. That's where I got my last name Moser, and my birthday, February 27, 1977. And if she doesn't know, Andrea doesn't know that I didn't get that in my house, well, all you have to do is ask me, but you approximately don't believe a word out of my mouth going that far back. You don't believe it right from the beginning of Andrea Fabric. She didn't name myself, but that's the classroom. The name was given right in front of her. Who else is there? Wendy Rauscher was there when I got my name. Yep. Who else was named? Well, I don't know. Do they all know their names? That's because I don't know that about them, and I never asked. Did you name yourself before you got to school, or when you got to school you got a name? I don't know. Joellen Myroff is in another classroom, but in the same kindergarten. So there's 4 classes in kindergarten, and she's in another class in my exact classroom where my name was given and my birthday. And so if I could add somebody else, Rory Burke, possibly, but I can't remember that for sure right now. There were boys and of course there were boys and girls in the class. Prasanthi Gandhi and Shane Wen, and they're not white. Prasanthi Gandhi is Indian, and then she left, and then there was Shane Wen after that. That was K5. I was already named by that time. Yeah, okay, I'm already named by the time I met Shane Wen. Prasanthi Gandhi invited me to her house and locked me out of it, and then she didn't go back to school anymore. Did you know that an Indian little 4-year-old could be that malicious? She speaks English, yeah, with an accent. Yep, she does have an accent. Well, if she's alive anymore, if she's alive now, she's 48 years old. If she's not alive, she hasn't been paying for all that it is for me to be alive since she locked me out of that house. I'm going to say it was in Fox Point. I'm going to tell you there was a Mercedes parking, but I know she doesn't drive. So anyone else with the last name Moser, you're after my first motion, and you can use a birthday, but that's to describe that you are your size is different than mine. When I was 4 years old, I met Mitch. He was fully height. I get a fist right in my face for that. I didn't meet Mitch when I was 4 years old. I met him when I was 6 years old. You hear how I have to lie? I'm not really lying. Mitch gave his own birthday in 1965, and I don't have a life that way. And that's how I can't say I met him in the year 1983. I met Mitch in the year 1983 inside of my house. And I don't know him alive before the year 1983 having anything to do with his birthday being in the year 1965. So Mitch owes me that he pays out all his keys to myself. And right now I just need food. I'm going to die here because it's a disaster. I don't want to go any further in life. You can give me keys that are mine to myself and I can keep them here. I'm not going to pay for that either. I clicked my tongue. What are you going to do to me? What are you going to do to me? I don't know, little girl. Did you click your tongue? Tell everyone. So do you have a plan to live? I have a sensitive tooth. I have to talk right over it. Do you have a plan to live? That you don't give me what is mine to myself and that's how you're going to go on with your life? If you had a glass of water and you poured a teaspoon of salt into your water and stirred it up to make it saline, would you drink it? There's no reason to tell me that everything that moves is not mine to myself to yourself. And then you make a whole world out of it. Well, that's deceased right here.